Every Call of Duty game does its best to carve out its own identity, have its own personality, but that doesn't mean every single gun in a Call of Duty game is unique. Now, since most of the guns in COD are based on real-world firearms to a degree, a lot of guns end up making repeat appearances, and with a new game coming out every single year, certain guns have appeared more than others. What is up, everybody? Jimmy your Chaos. Welcome to the COD History Series. Today's topic was suggested by viewer Kevin Wise 1997. And Kevin wants to know, what are the 10 weapons that we can expect from every single new Call of Duty game? And yes, I'm sure some of you are sick of some of these guns showing up in every single game, but others are fan favorites that are staple of the series, and you kind of expect it. So, you let me know down in the comments what's your favorite, drop a like, and these are going to be the 10 guns you can always count on showing up in every single Call of Duty game, regardless of the sub-series. At number 10 today, the SCAR TAC. SCAR/TAC. Now, the SCAR assault rifle has appeared in lots of games throughout COD history, and the rebooted Modern Warfare universe has renamed it to the TAC so it can live on. Iconic assault rifle, debuted in the original Modern Warfare 2 as the SCAR-H, returned in Modern Warfare 3 as the SCAR-L, then came back in Black Ops 2 as the SCAR-H again, then took a bit of a break until Modern Warfare 2019, and it was brought back as the FN SCAR-17. And now we have several variants like the TAC-56, the TAC-V, all with their own little tweaks to the fire rate, to the handling speeds, to damage profiles. Now, generally speaking, the SCAR rifle features a slower rate of fire, has some punchy vertical recoil, but that high damage per shot and crystal clear iron sights is usually what makes it great for mid-range engagements and long-range tagging. Now, if a new Call of Duty game is going to be set in the 2000s or later, you can basically guarantee that the SCAR is going to be there. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if Black Ops 6 finds a way to add some kind of SCAR prototype as DLC so that legacy lives on. But even if Black Ops 6 doesn't have a SCAR, I promise you, COD 2025, it will. At number 9, the Desert Eagle/50GS, another weapon that's a staple of COD games set after the year 2000. The Desert Eagle debuted in COD 4. It's one of the only guns to appear in every single Modern Warfare game today, both original and reboot. And it's made cameos in other sub-series as well. You all know the Deagle. Super high-powered handgun, can drop an enemy player in 2 shots, 1 headshot if we're talking about the newer versions, kicks like a mule in order to prevent spamming. It's a high-risk, high-reward handgun. Usually comes with some absolutely thunderous sound effects every time you pull the trigger. And the Deagle is also known as the 50GS in the rebooted Modern Warfare trilogy. And while it hasn't shown up as a usable weapon outside of the games in Modern Warfare, it's really only a matter of time. It's a staple of Call of Duty. I think it deserves to be on the list. It may not be as reoccurring as other weapons that we're going to talk about, but still, nobody is shocked to see it return in every single new Call of Duty game. We're going to stick with pistols at number 8, the 357 or 44 Magnum. Here's one that is always going to be in Call of Duty regardless of the time period, regardless of the sub-series. Sometimes it's the 357, sometimes it's the Magnum, but you know what I'm talking about. The high-powered 6-shot revolver that deals insane damage at the cost of high recoil limited ammo capacity. First time we got a weapon like this was a 357 in World at War back in 2008. Then the following year, Infinity War gave us our first taste of the 44 Mag in the original MW2. And since then, there have been a ton of different iterations of the 2 revolvers. And yes, I know, technically these are 2 different weapons, but I'm going to lump them together because you can expect one or the other to show up in every single Call of Duty game. Every new COD will have a high-powered revolver as a secondary weapon. If it's not the 357, it's the Magnum. And I'm okay with that. I am. No Call of Duty multiplayer is complete without a sweet revolver. At number 7, the AUG or the STB. Now, the AUG is a chameleon gun. It's gone through so many changes throughout the franchise. Debuted in the original Modern Warfare 2 as the AUG H-Bar LMG. Came back as an assault rifle in the original Black Ops, and since then it's been a 3-round burst tactical rifle in Black Ops 4 and Black Ops Cold War. It's been a submachine gun in the rebooted Modern Warfare trilogy. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 renamed it to the STB to fit with the new universe, but we know what it is. Very versatile weapon platform in real life. Probably the reason why the Call of Duty developers love fitting it in all these different roles. But because it's such a versatile weapon and because it looks awesome, the AUG has become a staple of the series, showing up in the 5 of the last 6 Call of Duty games. And now that the new COD universe has renamed it to the SDB, you can bet it's just going to keep on coming. At number 6, the AK-74U or the Cast-Off 74. This is one of the most iconic SMGs in COD history. The AK-74U has been in so many Call of Duty games, and it's not going to stop. We got our first taste of this all the way back in COD 4. Arguably a top 5 gun. Then it returned to the original Black Ops. Arguably, no, it wasn't even arguably, it was far and away the best SMG in the game. Now in recent years, IW has renamed the weapon to the Cast-Off 74. They moved it from the SMG category to the assault rifles, which I guess is more accurate to its real-world counterpart, and it still remains a staple of the Black Ops sub-series. It's one of the best SMGs in Black Ops Cold War. It's confirmed to be returning in Black Ops 6 as the AK-74 assault rifle, and you already know there's going to be a way to turn it into the classic 7.4U in the gunsmith. It's a staple weapon. Definitely a gun that's expected to show up every single new Call of Duty game under one name or another. Now we arrive at the top 5. The M16. One of the most recognizable weapons in real-world warfare, and since it's been around for almost 70 years at this point, it's naturally shown up in the majority of Call of Duty games post-COD 4. 2007 version's still the best in COD history, but the Black Ops 3 version gave it a run for its money, and there have been other banger iterations, the classic Modern Warfare 2 version, which was super underrated, the Black Ops Cold War version, which was nasty in Warzone if you kidded it, right? I mean, the M16's confirmed for a return in Black Ops 6, duh. At this point, it might be one of the top 5 reoccurring weapons in Call of Duty history, with how many different sub-series and different time periods it's shown up in. I mean, even Advanced Warfare had its own version of the M16. It was completely useless, but it was there. Every new Call of Duty game is going to have an M16. Mark my words, the gun will never go away. At number 4, some shotgun love. The double-barrel shotgun. This one's weird because there have been a lot of different double-barrel shotguns in COD history under a ton of different names, but that's my point. Every new Call of Duty game is expected to have a double-barrel shotgun. The original version of this weapon, it was in World at War. It was one of the worst guns in the game. But then, the next year, Modern Warfare 2 gave us the Rangers, which were awesome. Then the year after that, Black Ops gave us the Olympia, which was useless. And then roughly a decade later, Modern Warfare gave us the 725, which completely broke the game. So, the double barrel has been all over the place in Call of Duty history. Now, I mentioned in a video recently, it's hard to balance a weapon like this in COD because you have to give the player really high damage to make up for the limited ammo capacity in the range, but you can't make the damage too high or else it turns into a sniper with a bigger hitbox. I'm talking about the 725. I mean, at this point, a new Call of Duty game would feel strange without a double-barrel shotgun, so here it is. At number 3, the AK-47 or the Cast-Off 7.62. Now, the AK-47 is one of the most, if not the most, manufactured weapon in the real world. It's rapidly coming up on its 100th birthday, so naturally, it's shown up in countless Call of Duty games. It debuted in COD 4, returned in every subsequent Modern Warfare game, as well as half the Black Ops games, and a one-off appearance in Advanced Warfare. It's an iconic weapon, high-powered, somewhat hard to control, insane damage per shot to make up for those awkward traits. It is the staple weapon of Call of Duty, and of first-person shooters, to be honest with you. Modern Warfare 2 2022 officially renamed the Universe version of the AK-47 to the Cast-Off 7.62, but it seems like Treyarch is still calling the weapon family the AK. So I'm not entirely sure what name future COD games are going to use for it, but at the end of the day, you know what it is. You can always expect the AK-47 to show up with whatever skin or name in a new Call of Duty game. At number 2, the MP5 or the Lockman sub or the C9. This is one I'm sure you guys are getting tired of seeing, but it's not going away. Now, the MP5 first showed up in COD 4, has since returned in every Modern Warfare game, and once again, half of the Black Ops games. It's known for its solid rate of fire, great handling speeds, they pair well with the damage per shot, and the competitive time to kill. It also has abundance of attachments that can fine-tune it for whatever, aggression, stealth, mid-range, combat, it doesn't matter, all of the above. Modern Warfare 2 renamed the MP5 to the Lockman sub. Black Ops 6 renamed it to the C9, but we know what it is. It's the MP5. It's a staple SMG, can fit into basically any type, time period, anything. I mean, Call of Duty developers are never going to let us forget it. But there is one more weapon that I think is even more of a staple of the series and is absolutely never going to leave us. And it's another gun you probably are tired of seeing in every new Call of Duty game. At number 1, the gun that you can expect to be in every new Call of Duty game is the M4, or the XM4. The M4 sits alongside the M16. It's one of the most recognizable weapons in warfare. It's versatile. All the attachments on it. It's remained top tier as a weapon in basically every Call of Duty game it's appeared in. There have been a lot. The original Call of Duty M4 was the M4 Carbine. It was back in COD 4. Since then, it's shown up in every single Modern Warfare game as well as half of the Black Ops games, either as the Commando or the XM4, which are supposed to be prototype versions of a rifle in order to fit the Black Ops time period. XM4, very powerful in Cold War, returning in Black Ops 6. And while the Modern Warfare universe has been completely dominated by the M4 rifle since the 2009 reboot, I'm sorry. I know you're tired of seeing the M4 sweats in every single new Call of Duty game, but the rifle's not disappearing. It's not going away. It is the staple of the franchise. It fits in both the Modern Warfare and the Black Ops subseries. And even if we end up getting a new Call of Duty subseries in the future, if it's set after the year 1960, you can bet your money, your hard-earned money, that the M4 and the XM4 will be there on day one. And there you have it. Let me know one weapon that we can expect to see every Call of Duty that I didn't put on this list, and I'll see you soon.